Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy King670 back with another video. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind you out there, kings and queens, and I hope you all having a very blessed day. And I'm back with another MLB 21 The Show episode. This is not going to be the Blue Jays franchise. Instead, this is going to be a Kansas City Royals rebuild. If you guys have seen my Madden rebuilds, you kind of just take one team, simulate 3-4 years, and try winning the championship with them. You don't play any games, just full simulation. See how good of a manager you could possibly be in the simulation game style. So I'm using the Kansas City Royals since this is my first rebuild. It might not be the greatest, but make sure to you could critique me as much as you want. Give me any suggestions in the comments. I'm open to all that. Make sure to drop a sub and a like on this video, and let's get into it. First of all, let's go and look at the roster. I have already made some tweaks and changes to it, but we start off with the starting pitchers. We got Minor, Keller, Singer, Clooney, Duffy, and then we got Bubic down low. He's our A potential player, but we are going to be looking to move on from Mike Minor as well as Danny Duffy. In the relief pitchers, we have nothing special, just a bunch of average 70, 69 overall. It's like this roster does need some help, seriously. Greg Holland we have as our closer. At catcher we got Salvador Perez, but we also have MJ Melendez as a potential down in AAA. First base we got Carlos Santana. I think Salvador Perez has been here actually his whole career. He just posted like a funny video of like him with Tom Brady's jersey on Twitter, and then they started a little bit of commentary between Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes. It was pretty funny to see. But first baseman we got Carlos Santana. Second baseman we have our best player on the team, Whit Merrifield, 88 overall. He is 32 years old. I don't know how the regression system works in MLB The Show yet, considering I haven't played it in many years since I had play. I've always had an Xbox. 5 years ago I had PlayStation, so that was the last time I actually played MLB The Show. But I'm getting back on it. I'm getting my baseball knowledge back. At third base, we have Hunter Dozier, decent, definitely could get upgraded. Shortstops, we got Adalberto Mondesi. He's another stud on our team. But we also got Bobby Witt Jr., their second overall pick in the 2019 draft, if I'm not mistaken. He is going to be, I already called him up to the majors and stuff. He's going to be getting a lot of game time with us. Then we got Andrew Benintendi in left field, Michael Taylor in center, but we're actually going to start Kyle Isbell in center, a potential, 29 years young, 69 overall. And then in right field, we have the veteran slugger Jorge Soler, 77 overall, C potential. But I most definitely will be making some trades before I set my first ever pitching rotation starting five and my lineup. So let's go ahead and make some trades. So our first trade of the episode, we're trading away Mike Minor, Danny Duffy, and Hasner Alberto. It's like a 78, 75, 75 overall for Max Fried, who is 27 years young, a potential, 84 overall. Let's get that trade done and dusted. But next, we are going to be trading away, who's the next player? I want a new first baseman, so I'm going to be trading away Carlos Santana, Ryan McBroom, and Nicky Lopez, considering we have really good shortstops already, and I need a first baseman. And there's one man on my mind. I enjoy watching him play IRL from the Oakland Athletics, and it is going to be Matt Olson. They're interested in making the trade, so that goes through. So those are two trades being done. And last but not least, we're going to go into free agency, and I'm going to go ahead and sign Roberto Osuna to a light 1 year. How many years can you offer? 15 years. So we're going to offer him 1 year. How low can we go with him? He wants $6 million a year, so we could do $6 million. Could do like 2 years. He wants more. All right, 2 years. We'll give you 1 year. We'll give you 1 year, $6 million. And let's see how you perform with it. All right, 1 year, $6 million. Add a few years, we can make it work. Oh boy, this. I don't know about all this. All right, what do we offer him? 8.5 a year. I think I'm worth more than that. Option. We'll give him a player option, closer. I'll make him, or can I give him like, oh, he wants a closer already. Okay, I'm gonna bump this up, I guess, to 10 million a year, 3 years, 31 mil, and it does get signed. So those are all the changes. Let's quickly go over to the pitching rotation. So our ace is going to be Max Fried over here, Singler, Keller, Chris Bubic, and then we're going to have to call somebody up from, what's it called? Well, we have to also adjust our roster, and we have to bring up, okay, great news. We have to bring up Osuna to the majors, add him to the 40-man roster. Okay, move him to the majors. He is now our new closer. And then we need one more starting pitcher, so I'm going to bring him Clooney over Vines, just because I guess he's higher rated, and maybe he'll just perform better overall. Add him to the 40-man roster, move him to the majors. So that is now done. Pitching rotation should look like this. Osuna not there. Clooney. Okay, Osuna now is going to be our closing pitcher. and Zimmer can go up to the setup relief man with Holland. And there we go. So then our starting five looks like this: Fry, Singler, Keller, Bubic, and Clooney. And then we're going to move over and set my starting lineup. So our starting lineup looks as follows. We got Adalberto Mondesi as leadoff, Andrew Benintendi behind him, Whit Merrifield in the third spot, Jorge Soler in the cleanup, Matt Olson behind him. Look at that power we have in the middle of the lineup with Jorge Soler and Matt Olson. Then we got Salvador Perez in the sixth spot, Hunter Dozier, Bobby Witt Jr., and Kyle Isbell, the two rookies, round out the lineup. So you've seen the trades I've made, you've seen the lineup I set, you've seen the pitching rotation I set. Let's go ahead and simulate to the midway mark of the season, or just before the draft happens. Let's see, hopefully we have a pretty decent record. At the midway mark of the season, we have probably the worst record in all of majors, 18-35. Let's take a look at our pitching rotation. Fried is 4-3, 2-5 for Singer, 2-7 for Keller, 1-6 for Bubic, and 1-4 for Clooney. It's looking really bad. Fried is looking good. He's got 4-3 start. All the other guys are really not doing good. Hitting wise, 208 average for Mondesi. Benintendi 230. Merrifield's playing very, very good though, 287 with some good homers. So Larry's supplying the power with 10 homers. Same with Olsen, 10 homers also. And then our two rookies are playing pretty atrocious. Hopefully, I might have to make some trades and move things around. Let me see if I can make any trades to see if we can make a good push in the second half of the season. In terms of our draft, it's probably the worst draft I've seen. We only had one player with good potential, 91 overall. We'll go ahead and sign him, and the rest are just really bad, like 64 overall, 50s. The rest are literally 50. So I'll sign the 64 overall, and I am actually not going to make any trades. I guess we'll just see how this season plays out. And I guess in free agency and stuff like that, we'll have to make some significant changes if we want to compete for the World Series in year 2. At the end of the season, when we finish with a 61-101 record, that has to be by far one of the absolute worst in all of Major League Baseball. Our starting lineup, our starting rotation went as follows: Max Fried 13-9, Singer 5-19, Keller 8-14, Clooney went 7-15, and where's our man? I know our other man was Rubich. Did he just get sent down because he was doing like that bad? Let me skip through all that. Chris Rubich got sent down to AAA. We could look at his stats on the majors, right? He went 8-16 with a 6.26 ERA. He just was not ready at all for the majors. Let's go ahead and look at our lineup. Mendoza, he came alive late in the season. 8 home runs, 41 RBIs, 269. Benintendi, decent year. Merrifield did his thing, 19 homers, 82 RBIs. Soler kept the power bat alive, 26 homers. Olsen had a really good year, 31 homers. Bad average, though. Salvador Perez didn't do that well either. Hunter Dozier, 23 homers, 868 RBIs. Kyle Isbell also only with 5 homers, 37 RBIs. And it seems that they also sent down Witt Jr. to the minors for me, which I don't know why they did that for me. But he basically played the whole season, I'm pretty sure. Let's go look at his stats. Yeah, he played the whole season basically. He had 6 homers, 32 RBIs, and 200 batting average. The Dodgers did win the World Series, so good for them. But this season, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be making. We don't need to look at the retired players. We have like nobody old in our team. Nobody got inducted to Hall of Fame. I'm gonna go ahead and make these free agent signings, and I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna improve this team. In free agency, we kind of need like an absolute stud. We need like any outfielder, but it doesn't seem there's any good outfielders really available. Jock Patterson is here. We could potentially sign him, but other than that, if you just take a look around, like we already have second base and shortstop on lock, and that's where these positions really are. He could play third base, Francisco Lindor. I don't know how much his overall would go down. I could definitely go ahead and give him an offer, and I think I am going to do that exactly. I'm going to go ahead and give him an offer of how much? 2 years. We give him 2 years. How much does he want? He wants $18.9 million a year. We can go ahead and give him that for sure. I could even overpay him a little bit, but nonetheless, like we'll still have $48 million. It says in projected surplus. So let's go ahead and give him 2 years, $40 million. We can move him to third base. The contract has been offered, and let's simulate ahead to 3 days. Carlos Correa signs with the Mets, 6 years, $131 million. Yates to the Angels. Come on, announce. And it has not been announced yet. Our signing of. Okay, there we go. Francisco Lindor does end up coming to the Royals on a 2-year, $21 million a year deal. So let's go ahead and skip. All right, so it's looking like our team is shaping up to be really, really good, in my honest opinion. We still have a couple tender contracts we have to take care of. But other than that, I think that's it for me for free agency. I'm going to be acquiring Jose Barrios and some random Dakota Chalmers in exchange for MJ Melendez, Nate Esposito, and Chris Bubic. Even though he is one of our, or actually I'm not going to give him up. We're going to give up JC Vines because Bubic still at the end of the day does have that A potential. So that's an even better deal for us, if I'm being honest. Go ahead and accept it from the Twins. In the last trade before we start Season 2, I'm giving away Hunter Dozier, Bobby Witt Jr., Kyle Isbell, both who have A potential. But we're getting a Byron Buxton, one of the best center fielders, if not the best center fielder in the game. A potential, 90 overall. He's just an absolute stud from the Twins. So we robbed the Twins kind of. We took a lot of established players and we gave them other players. That's basically what we're going to call it, all right? Our starting pitching rotation is now as follows: Max Fried, Jose Barrios, Brad Keller, Brady Singer, and J.C. Clooney. And let's take a look at our starting lineup in year 2. Our starting lineup is as follows. We have Mondesi leading us off, Byron Buxton behind him, Merrifield, Olsen, Lindor, Salvador Perez, Jorge Soler, Bentende, and Eric Mejia. The third base spot could possibly, it could definitely be improved, but we'll see what I do about that. The last trade I'll be making is to get a third baseman. We're giving away DJ Burt, Eric Mejia, and Ryan O'Hearn for the third baseman of the Braves, Austin Riley, a potential 77 overall. Now that you've seen all the trades we made, our starting rotation and our starting lineup, let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason. Hopefully this year we at least make the playoffs. Our draft was a lot better than year 1. We actually got Tayoshi Yoshili, 74 overall, 91 potential. We're going to go ahead and sign him right away. And the rest of them, they're nothing too crazy. We did get a 71 overall starting pitcher, so let's go ahead and sign him for some good depth, maybe in our lower leagues. And we're also going to sign the 68 overall relief pitcher. But nonetheless, right before the draft, we do have a record of 27-23, much better from last year. I think last year was 18-35. Now we're going to go ahead and look at our pitching rotation. How's everyone pitching? Max Fried is not looking good. I might trade him. 3-6. 5.30 ERA. Barrios has been really good. Same with Keller. Brady Singer is looking ridiculous. And Clooney is not looking good either. I'm going to go ahead and switch Clooney and Bubic. Give Bubic a run in the starting rotation. And I think I might trade away Max Fried. But let's look at our starting lineup. Mendoza's not doing good. Buxton, 214 average. Merrifield's doing really good as always. Olsen struggling it mightily. Francisco Lindor struggling. Our whole lineup just is not doing that well. But I might go ahead and trade away Max Fried because I don't know what's up with him. I might trade him and Clooney and pick up just like a 90 overall, like a Garrett Cole, because of budgetary. All right, so the budget couldn't be completed because of that one. Let's find somebody. Shane Bieber. They want more value. We need like a 90, a 91. Noah Syndergaard. They want more value. Okay, they want more value. So who else could I give them? Let's go to my all. Noah Syndergaard will be a great addition to this team. Let's give him Greg Holland. All right, Greg Holland gets the trade done. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, boys. We now have Noah Syndergaard in our pitching rotation instead of Fried, and we did also get rid of, I don't even remember who we got rid of, but he was struggling. He was struggling heavily, so that was good that we got rid of him. Now our starting rotation with Noah Syndergaard, he's 3-7, but in a new situation, he might perform better. But let's go ahead and simulate to the end of Season 2. We have turned things around at the end of Season 2. We make the playoffs. We finished with an 89-73 record. We made the postseason. And as we made it as a wild card team, we'll be playing the Athletics in the first round of the postseason. So we are going to stop the simulation. It's a one-game elimination playoff. But let's take a look at the awards. Did we win any of the awards? We didn't, because it would have showed up. Cy Young, no. Batting title. No, it looks like we won no awards, but nonetheless, the season was much improved. Let's take a look at our pitching rotation, how things went. Noah Syndergaard went 14-13 with a 3.29 ERA. Jose Barrios 11-9. Brad Keller 10-10. Brady Singer, who was an all-star, went 13-5. And Chris Bubic, the rookie, basically. Well, he was on our major league roster last year, but we didn't pitch him. But now he went 8-5 in his first season as a starter. In the lineups, it's bad. Mondesi, 216 average. He did have 18 homers. Byron Buxton went 24 homers. He's not that much of a power hitter, but he seemed to do really well. Whit Merrifield, 290, 14 homers, 74 RBIs. Matt Olson, 37 homers, 101 RBIs. Very good season. Francisco Lindor, 24 homers, 83 RBIs. Salvador Perez, decent year. Almost our whole starting lineup had 20 home runs or more. Austin Riley had a really good season for a late season acquisition. Everybody's above 80. We got 290s in our lineup, a couple 88, 87s. Our lineups are looking really good. But let's go to the calendar. Who's pitching? Noah Syndergaard against Jesus Luzardo. Let's sim through the date. Come on. And we won it. Okay. Let's take a look at the box score of this game. 1-6-4. Scroll down. Mondesi had an RBI. Buxton had an RBI. Merrifield 2 and Lindor 2. And Noah Syndergaard 3 earned runs over 7 innings pitched. Very good job from him. Now we have the Yankees. So game 1. What are we saying? 7-0 loss. Brad Keller in game 2. 3-1 win. Brady Singer, you had such a good season this year. He loses 5-2. Chris Bubich, it's all up to you. And we lose 1-0. We're eliminated from the playoffs. So it's all going to come down to Season 3. Can we win the World Series in Season 3? You got to admit, though, you got to give me props. The way I transitioned from Season 1 to Season 2, it was insane the turnaround that we had. The Yankees defeated the Mets in the 2022 World Series. The Mets almost went back-to-back, but the Yankees were able to win this one. If that happened in real life, that would be insane. I'll go to every single game for sure. I am a Yankees fan. For salary purposes, we are trading away Jorge Soler and Byron Buxton for Luis Robert and Carlos Rodon. We do get another good starting pitcher and the center field swap. It's not that crazy, and Byron Buxton did have a pretty bad year, if I'm being honest. So let's go ahead and make this deal with the Sox, and now we could go ahead and re-sign all our other free agents that we desperately need. We need to hold on to, like Riley. Like we got Riley we needed, and Bubich, and our relief pitcher Biddle. So we needed to make that trade happen. Also because of the budget, because this is my first time doing a rebuild, so I'm not the greatest at figuring out the budget and what contracts to give. I'm sure I'm going to get Jose Barrios for Luis Severino, basically the same exact player, but $20 million less in money. Sounds like a good deal to the Yankees. And I'm a Yankees fan, so I do like Luis Severino a whole lot. Look at our starting 5. It looks absolutely insane. Considering Bubich won't be in the starting 5 anymore, I'm going to look to move him on now. I'm going to go ahead and make an offer to Katel Marte. He's a center fielder, but I'll put him at right field. I just need a right fielder really badly because we have absolutely no one as of now. We also are going to go in and sign Biddle, who I've been saying I want to sign for a while. I just haven't been I haven't been managing my money as well as I possibly could have or should be in general. We end up signing Katel Marte, and Trey Turner goes to the Giants. Jose Barrios, that's the trade we just did. And let's just make sure that we do sign our relief pitcher as well. At the start of Season 3, this is what our starting 5 rotations looking like. We had Noah Syndergaard, Luis Severino, Brady Singer, Brad Keller, and Carlos Rodon. That should get the job done. Look at our relief pitchers, all high 70s, 80, and then our closer, of course, Roberto Osuna. Then we're going to go ahead and look at our starting lineup. We got Mondesi leading off still, Marte in the 2 spot, Merrifield, Olson, Lindor, Salvador Perez, Austin Riley, Luis Robert, and Andrew Benintendi. I mean, our whole starting lineup is 80 plus, and then we only have 2 low 80s, and then the rest it's high 80s, and then we got the 90 and Francisco Lindor. So if I'm being honest, our rank is 4th. I could go ahead and make more trades potentially. I'll go ahead and make one more trade. I'll allow myself one more trade, and it is going to be this trade. Rubich, we're going to trade him away, and then we're going to trade away Riley's just to get like an insane third baseman that's like 89 Rafael. All right, we could get an 89 Rafael Devers. Yeah, that's not going to go through. Anthony Rendon, not going to get through. Matt Chapman, not going to go through. Okay, let me see. So we're going to trade away Chris Bubich because he's not in the starting rotation. And Austin Riley for Rafael Devers. He was an all-star last year. 89 overall with the Red Sox. There we go. That is our final trade. And that is the final piece we needed to complete this puzzle. Now, I'm very confident. And we don't have to... We'll simulate to midway part of the season again. And I mean, our lineup is going to be just ridiculous. I can already tell. Right before the draft, we have a 31-17 record. It's the best. It's the best in the AL Central, man. We're gonna go ahead and simulate the draft, see if we got any good prospects that we could just sign draft picks. None of them are good. All right, there's a 71 overall here. Let's just go ahead and sign him real quick. The rest are just not good at all. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys the Midway season stats. Noah Syndergaard 7-1, Severino 4-2, 4-4 for Brady Singer, 4-2 for Keller, and 5-2 for Rodon. And then the lineups: Merrifield 7 homers, 268. Marte, he's looking decent, nothing crazy. Rafael Devers 9 homers, Olsen 8 for Lindor, 6 for Perez. Everybody's batting. No one's batting above 300, which is a little disappointing to see. But this lineup just continues to get better. Bentendi's up to 84 overall. And look at that lineup. Like, how could I even possibly improve that lineup any further? We're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. This is the year we win the World Series. In Season 3, we finished with a record of 105-57. We won our divisional. And we'll be taking on the Yankees in the divisional series. So let's simulate the let's stop the simulation of the regular season. Let's go ahead and look at the awards. So we did win awards. So Delivery Man of the Year, Best Closing Pitcher, Roberto Osuna. Cy Young Award, Noah Syndergaard. And that's all our awards. And let's go ahead and look at the exact stats. So Syndergaard went 20-6 with a 2.89 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP with 217 strikeouts. Luis Severino went 15-10, 200 strikeouts also. 15-6 for Brady Singer, 12-5 for Brad Keller, and 13-8 for Carlos Rodon. We did have another All-Star in Jacob Eunice. 8-2 as a long relief pitcher. Dude, our team was looking crazy. Let's look at our lineup. Merrifield, 19 homers, 62 RBIs. Katel Marte, great signing, late acquisition, 26 homers, 87 RBIs. Devers had 40 homers. What a late season. Dude, I was like, let me get a better third baseman. I just traded for him. Olsen, 24 homers. Lindor with 29. Salvador with 22. 34 for Luis Robert. None of them batted with too crazy of an average except Francisco Lindor batted with a good average. And then Bentende. Like, everybody went crazy. Mendoza, he didn't really do too good. He's not that crazy of a hitter. He's more of like a fielder and just a speed type of guy. But nonetheless, we went absolutely crazy. And I think this is our rookie. Look at him. He's only batted 6 times, but he's 78 overall. Hasn't really played much. But let's go into the calendar. Who's pitching first? There's Noah Syndergaard against Aaron Nola. We're going to simulate a 10-0 win. 10-0. Simulate game 2. 5-4 win. Game 3. 6-3. Okay, and we take over. Let's just take a look at the box score real quick for those games. 4 RBIs for Lindor. Then the pitching, let's go down to that. Singer, he started us off 6-3 victory, or that was the last game. Let me see the Syndergaard game. How crazy did he go? View box score. I don't really care about the hitting in that game. Syndergaard 0. He pitched the whole game. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 9 innings pitched. And then which one crazy? Bentende had 5 RBIs. That's what I'm saying. When your guy in the 8th hole can get 5 RBIs in a game, that's just insane to me. So we made it to round 2 against the Angels. Mike Trout. Starting a series off, Brad Keller. Sim to date, 1-3 loss. Carlos Rodon, come on. 2-0. 3, okay, 2-1. Noah Syndergaard did his job. Severino, come on. 3-1. Can we come back? We don't. We get eliminated in the second round of the playoffs. Unlucky for us, guys. I don't know how long this video is going to be. If you guys do want me to simulate 4 seasons instead of 3, comment it down below. But I feel like 3 is a good challenge. I guess we just got a little unlucky in the playoffs. I feel like we definitely should have won these games though. But nonetheless, like, let's take a look at our final roster standings, right? Our final roster. Look at these pitchers: 95, 91, 86, 82, 82 overall. Maybe the back end of our rotation could have been a little bit better, especially in the postseason. I mean, Carlos Rodon got rocked. He only pitched 3 innings. But other than that, our 2 aces, even Severino struggled a lot. 9.72 ERA in the postseason. Syndergaard was just an absolute demon. He was going crazy. Our relief pitchers, we had 80 overalls, high 70s. And our closer, we had the best closer in the game, Osuna. Our catcher, Salvador Perez. Maybe we could have got a better catcher. First base, Olsen, amazing. Merrifield, amazing. Devers, insane. Lindor, insane. Bentende, very, very good player. Robert, like Marte, like we had an insane like roster, like a talent of collection, collection of talent, excuse me. But that's gonna be the whole entire rebuild with the Kansas City Royals. I think I rebuilt them pretty well. We did make the playoffs 2 out of the first 3 years. So, guys, as I said before, if this video is too short, if you want me to keep going 4 or 5 years, comment it down below. I'm just trying to get used to the format of how to run MLB The Show franchise rebuild. So, I hope you guys did stay till the end. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe on this video. It's your boy, King07, and I'm out. Peace.